The Cape Town Sevens is underway and we have got a massive game just around the corner. Argentina versus Fiji. When you talk about games stylistically that lead to awesome matches, you don't have to look too much further than this one. And in this preview, we'll be looking through at the previous fixtures for these two sides, the key players to watch out for, and then at the end, a prediction of who we think will be getting the victory. But we will start with the Fijians. They did not start their Cape Town Sevens campaign the way that they would have wanted to, having a defeat to France, 17 points to 14. Now, they were actually down by 14 at halftime. They fought back quite nicely in the second 7 minutes, but it was a last-minute penalty conceded by Fiji that allowed France the easy 3 points out in front to then walk away with that victory. Their next contest, it was up against none other than the Spanish, and boy did they start off well in that contest. They were lethal with the ball in hand. They won it in the end, 33 points to 7. They started the match so well, but then they didn't quite end it in the same way that they started. Spain able to get themselves the last minute try as well, so that would have annoyed Fiji with the fact they weren't able to keep that clean sheet. But overall, having a close game up against the French, then going on to get a big win over Spain, they are more than capable of making their way through to the quarterfinals. For the Argentines, they were able to win their first game up against Spain, 31 points to 12. They got off to a great start, a little bit similar to what we saw in that Fiji-Spain game. Spain still showing a lot of heart, though, to be able to get those 2 tries. Argentina still dangerous with the ball in hand. And then the last game that they played, it was up against the French. It did just take place, 21 points to 7 in favour of Argentina. So they are still in that winning form that they had when they were playing in Dubai. They missed out in the final up against South Africa. They lost by 5 points. They would love to redeem themselves, and what better way to do so than to face the South Africans in the final and then beat them. Unlike last week, it would be a very awesome story if that was the way it worked out. But either way, if those two sides are in the final, we're in for an epic game. But these two sides playing in this game, more than capable of making it to the final as well. The key players are going to be so important for them. For the Fijians, Tario Vailawa, his kicking game has been very good when it comes to kicking for the post. Alongside that, his running game is extremely dangerous. But alongside him, I'm going Filippo Bucayaro, getting himself a hat-trick in that game up against Spain. So quick, and when he finds space, he just seems to be able to break that last tackle, make his way over the try line, and score points for the flying Fijians. For the Argentines, of course, Marcos Maneta has to be mentioned when you look at the key players. Scoring himself a try in that game up against the French. Luciano Gonzalez, another honourable mention, but I'm actually going to go Gaston Ravol. He has got 100 tournaments played in. He is a massive part of this Argentinian side, and he has been for so long. And I look forward to seeing what he can do next. Up against a side like Fiji, he will be tested because physicality is one of the main things Fiji aim for. Alongside that, when we talk about physicality, I should probably mention Jeremiah Matana. He had an absolutely tremendous game in the last contest up against Spain, so another key player for the Fijians. And the fact that for these two sides, when I think about it more and more key players keep on popping up off great form, it just tells you how great this game is going to be when they go head-to-head. But now we're up to that stage of a prediction. I'll be honest, I don't know who's winning this game because either side have more than capabilities of being able to walk away victorious. You know what? I'm going bold. If you can't decide who's going to win a game and you're normally bad at predictions like myself, you might as well throw a curveball out there. 19 points each, going to golden point time, in which it will be won by Argentina. But once again, 19 all full time. Because of the new rules, it means that they would go to golden point, and then I think Argentina will get themselves the try of Marcos Maneta. Might as well tell you who the player will be as well, but do let me know your predictions in the comments down below, ladies and gentlemen. We will be live on the channel doing the commentary for this matchup. It is taking place at 5:56 a.m. New Zealand time, so be sure to check that out. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all for the next one.